entertainmentbuddha.com.
Hey now, fans of Telltale's The Walking Dead series, Matt Haywood here to review the first episode of the final season, which is titled Done Running. There will be spoilers from past episodes in this review, but the major narrative beats from this episode will not be discussed, so you should be safe. Or will you? Who knows? Just proceed. This is going to be quick. Telltale's The Walking Dead series is on its final run, and the first episode, Done Running, sets up the season by placing Clem and AJ into a seemingly solid situation, but as anything The Walking Dead goes, their sense of peace doesn't last for too long. I have to say that it's a bit sad to know that this episode is the beginning of the end for Clementine's story, who has been a staple in every Telltale The Walking Dead game outside the one starring Michonne. We've watched this character transform into a zombie apocalypse badass from a scared little girl, and she has definitely provided the best narrative moments throughout the franchise. That mantra doesn't change either in Done Running, because for the first time, Clem and now AJ are the true protagonists of the game and not just lead supporting characters. Unfortunately, for 2/3 of this episode though, the plot is fairly dull and slow, and not even Clem can make these setup moments entertaining. The first 2 acts are brutal in terms of not being engaging in the least. I found myself tuning out of most conversations while yearning for a solid narrative that would capture my heart and mind. I understand that this first episode was mostly meant to set up the entire season, so a whole new cast of characters had to be introduced, and new perils had to be set up for the characters to suffer from. But the delivery is just meh at best. This in turn cheapens the new characters who are important to the season, so I'd have liked to have gotten to the good stuff much earlier than the game's final act. Speaking of which, the final segment of this first episode could be one of the series' best, which is saying a lot considering that the majority of this episode was a bore fest. This last act finally nailed down all the ingredients that have made these Walking Dead story-driven games so enjoyable. Serious conflict was introduced to the new group of survivors in Clem, who are all kids by the way, so that's pretty interesting, and it led to an extremely shocking cliffhanger that will surely have major implications for the new group, and especially Clem and AJ moving forward. Let's just say that little homie has been taking his lessons in survival seriously, so he does something at the end of this episode that left my jaw dropped, as well as the characters in the game who just witnessed his jarring act. It's moments like this that remind me why I've enjoyed Telltale's take on The Walking Dead, but I just wish it didn't take nearly the entire episode to get there. I still recommend playing this episode in the final season if you stuck around for all the other Clem games though. First episodes are always a bit janky because threads need to be set up while new characters need to be introduced, so while it was a very slow and not that engaging until the end, I expect the intensity and stakes to really ratchet up moving forward. For the slow start though, this episode earns a 7 out of 10 review score from Team EB. I just didn't enjoy the first 2 acts at all, but the final act made me a believer again, so I do expect the season to improve greatly over the last 4 episodes. Besides, if you've been with Clem since the Lee days, then you owe it to her as a character to see her story until the end, so you might as well slog through this slow episode to get the extremely sad or happy payoff that is inevitably coming in the final episode. Thanks for watching. Matt Haywood here for entertainmentbuddha.com, where we make you a better geek, one post at a time.
entertainmentbuddha.com